Whoops. Hang on, let me fix this. Hello, hello, hello. It's Taimanin Tuesday, everyone. And we're going to be doing some action Taimanin. Sorry, I got a message. So, today's Shinohara Mari training arc. As you can see, I got her special dress outfit, which is really nice. And we're going to be train. Well, I also got her UR weapon, the Albedo Scarab. I don't know how I feel about the look about this one, but it should work out. It's gonna be pretty easy to level her up now. And we're going to be repeating the story, so let's start with Suppress because that's the build I have for Shinohara Mari right now. Shinohara Mari. Let's give her some gifts. Oh wait, do I have all of her? No, I need level 10 for the Shy. Shy pose can be put on lobby screen. What are her emotes like? Oh, you can take off her glasses? Why'd you do that? She's very cute. Alright, let's start training her. AD2XXXX? Okay. In the village of Taimanin's Gosha Village is Gosha Academy, an institute for training Taimanins. A place where Taimanins with supernatural abilities go as students or instructors. They act in the shadows, fighting overseas terrorists or demons that despise humans and keeping the peace of Japan without being noticed by people. One weekend, this time, Gosha Academy was covered in thick plants. What once was an academy with Japan's most cutting-edge technology is now covered in thick vines and leaves, branches and thorns, and tackled at the front gates. Gotta grab my drink. These plants continued to grow and were now on the verge of damaging parts of the academy, with vines reaching as far as the schoolyard. There were fewer visitors as it was the weekend, and Taimanins who were out of the school grounds had no idea what was going on inside because of the thick greens. Thus, Gosha Academy, the symbol of Gosha's village, was totally covered in green and seemed to be cut off from the village. But it's not the end for Gosha Academy. It was covered in grass and completely cut off from the outside, but within Gosha Academy there were 3 Taimanin during the weekend, each for their own reasons. They were here for different reasons, not expecting anyone else to be there, but when they realized something was wrong, they set out to escape and solve the problem. Never giving up under any circumstances and trying to solve the problem with the best decisions in mind. That is what Taimanins believe. With each of their unique abilities, they solve the case individually and finally discover the culprits, or so it seems. 4 What are Taimanins, infamous not only in the academy but the whole of Gosha village as well. Gosha Academy, surrounded by trees. People were watching from the inside. What are Taimanin students and Nagi Kotone? Same as Kiryu Kaoruko, she is one of Gosha Academy's worst troublemakers. She had the habit of enjoying others' reactions after pranking them, and she loved pulling jokes like everyday meals during the day. She's been behaving herself lately after getting special training from Yatsu Murasaki, but on the weekends Murasaki wasn't here, so she had nothing to be afraid of. See, what did I tell you? Something fun will happen. Kotone had brought these students moments before the incident. Perhaps it was an instinct as a troublemaker. 1 second, I wanna heat up my cushion. Or just a coincidence. As soon as Kotone, who foresaw that something would happen, gathered her friends in front of the main gate, the whole academy was covered in green. They enjoyed the view of Gosha Academy, the symbol of Gosha village, which was covered in trees and made of wood art. Wow, I didn't know wood art could do this much. It's amazing, it made the academy look so bad. Other students, Taimanins, were excited to see their academy destroyed. Because they were witnessing something every student who can use ninja art would have thought in their imagination. What it meant didn't bother them. The fact that the academy was destroyed alone was enough to stimulate their imagination. What the hell are you doing? As the students gathered in front of the destroyed building, mumbling, a sharp, strong voice was heard. As they turned their gaze, a person standing at the top of a tree that was higher than any other object jumped from it to the ground. Oh, that's very awkward. No way, Yanagi? That remark was too much, don't you think? Anyways, as you can see, we can't use Gosha Academy today, so why are you here? Her name is Yanagi Yuna. She is a Taimanin who admires heroes and TV shows. She's got a very, very risque outfit. I do like the crop jacket though, that's a very nice one. That's a nice fashion choice. She already graduated from Gosha Academy, but she sometimes comes to the academy to appeal to Taimanins as a hero to students. As the old lady Inagaya once told, children have every right to play, but adults are obliged not to. Miss Nagi Kotone, your play is fun to watch, but you can't be an adult unless you stop it. Why me? Put your hand on your heart and think about it. Well, you know what you have done. Yep, she has to. Do what? The others didn't look disturbed even after Yuna's speech. Not only did the Gosha students destroy their academy, but they were laughing at the tragedy. What are you scheming? I'm not scheming anything, I just find it fun to watch and... Fun? We don't even know how much time it will take to recover the academy and you find this funny? This is kind of awkward. Fix the academy I think would probably be better, but... Unforgivable, shouted Yuna, clenching her fist. It's like talking to a wall. You're one to talk. What's those messages? Her hair makes her look like she has puppy ears. It's kind of cute. Okay, I need to get skills for her. I put Shinohara in the EXP training facility, so she does have a few levels on her. Enough for me to run the triple supporters, obviously. And I'm also running the new Kara. I rolled her in, well, no, I didn't roll her in the gacha. I got her in the desire shop, so. Because I was able to pull a ton of gachas, and I had like items that gave me desires. Rogue Taimanin Berserk. Oh boy. I just completely blew him away. She doesn't have a lot of range, so she's one of those characters that has to like get close. Ha! Grah! Quack! Ouch, it hurts. Yuna's fist blew away the troublemaking student Taimanins. They were blown away hard, but there's no need to worry. Yuna was being soft, not hitting their vital spots. A hero does not wield their power seriously to citizens. Why us? Miss Naki Kotone, you're next, and you're the only one who's left. Admit your crime and fix the academy. Hoo hoo, the simplest way to solve any problem regardless of age and country is this. Kotone shouted, swayed by the mood, and wrapped her right leg with trees and vines she firmly made using her specialty, wood art. A kicking fight? Yuna also posed as a heroine and activated her Hamasu, concentrating most of the energy in her right leg. And they're posted literally, which is funny. Yuna, tick tock, and a minute had passed. Lots of students were watching and gulping. In the meantime, a stream of wind blew and flew some leaves from the trees that covered Gosha Academy. At that moment, hup! The two figures disappeared, and the next moment they were standing where the others stood before. They kicked the exchange when they were crossing each other, which was too fast to see. Declared Yuna's wins as the plants that were strengthening Kotone's right leg broke. One of the most notorious troublemakers in Gosha Academy. Now tell me what evil things you were planning. Yuna approached Kotone, who knelt down and asked, looking down at her. A loser doesn't have a choice but to obey. Actually... Kotone, no, don't tell her! Somebody's excited too. Now speak. Hoo, we were just having fun during this boring weekend. By destroying the academy? No, the academy was fine when we arrived, but suddenly it became like this. Besides, we just got here, we didn't do anything. Huh? Am I right or not? She's right, but first we can't come to the academy tomorrow, now that's all a mess, can we? Cool. That was also true, making the students swayed by the mood excited. No way, so I was the villain here? She was the bad guy since she attacked students who turned out to be innocent. After realizing the truth, Yuna kneeled and didn't move a muscle for a few minutes. Yuna would be a cool character, but I think she might be too functionally similar to Mari now, which is unfortunate. Ow. I need to buy some skills for her. I think I have some items I can like give her free skill points, so I guess I'll think about using those. It might help her range problems. Right now I'm running a suppress build, a red build, so I have to figure out what skills work the best with red. I might end up using the combo skill though. Oh yeah, those wooden dummies explode. Oh, I have a weapon skill active. Okay, let's see what this is. Oh, I missed it. I was hit behind the rope Taimanins. Ow! Nice. Let's see, what skills can I get? Earth Art Serpent Rock Slide. That's a blue skill, so I can't use that one quite yet. Interesting. So she's got, this is her combo one. Increases speed of basic attacks. Decreases defense. Taimanin Thunder Shoulder. Earth Art Dragonfall. Okay, so I can't use that one. That's green build. This is Perfect Dodge. This is a mixed one. Mixed skill. Raise Stone Pillar at the end. Oh, here's a... Ooh, Okay. Yeah, let's get this one. Let's get this one. What's this? Oh, hell yeah. Alright, so skill slot 1. Heck yeah. We use skills drop score casing that has various effect depending on the attribute of the skill. That's interesting. So she seems to be very, very support focused. She might be good during like the party game, like the team modes, but I mean, I guess we'll see. Oh wow, okay, so she can get knocked out of that. Oh, and I screwed the input there. Ah, I keep getting knocked out of that. So I wonder what the jeez. Okay, I wonder what the factor for hyper armor is. Is it like character attacks? If that's the case, Marnie's not good. Getting flinch out of everything is not great. She's also not very fast. Alright, I'm banking on. Oh, crap, there's more of these. That's not good. Oh my. Okay, that's not good. I just got stun locked. Yeah, I failed both of them. I'm definitely gonna have to switch to a different character if I wanna like capitalize on this, or like if I wanna use the AP boost feature on this. Yikes. Okay. Alright. I should switch characters for this, just for the achievement, just for like the... Let's see, who's using the... Okay, so Ingrid's using a red build, so I can switch to Ingrid. This costume's not like children. It's okay. Probably better than her BDSM outfit. I don't think I could. I think the BDSM outfit might be TLS. Yeah, using a character that's like mostly built up is completely built up is laziness. I don't like how her hair kind of clips with the gas mask thing. But, oh well, wait, why is this no notification though? It's just Discord. Okay, that's not a big deal. Okay, I finished that. So let's switch back to Mari. Wait, can Mari even handle this? I mean, I guess I could just skip. Like, do a skip ticket. And then unless you give her a bunch of levels. Yep.
あらあら、この格好の私に何をする気なのかしら?
Skills. 800. I can wait. No, I don't have to worry about the secondary objectives. I could just slam my way through. Yeah, I'm not really feeling Mari right now. Maybe when I switch to like a blue build or a green build, we'll see. I know I'm like under level for this technically, but I mean, I'm not really feeling Mari right now. I mean, I definitely need to try out like other possible builds for her. Ow. That's not bad. It's kind of underwhelming as far as like weapon skills go, but I mean it's not bad. I'll take it. The fact that you have like a ton of iframes is kind of fun. It's nice. I don't have my ult. Unfortunate. Now I have my ult. It's kind of amazing what a few levels can do. Oh crap. Ow. Ow. Man, that guy just wanted to chuck a rock at me. Scroll. Nice, good job, Phoenix. Thank you for the raid. Ouch. Oh, that sucks. I need to level her more. Nope, I don't need that. I came prepared for Shinohara Mari's release.
一生懸命頑張りました。
I'm gonna be using up all of my skip tickets probably. No, I don't want that. I just want to use these glow sticks. I just want to bring her up to snuff. Let's see. I think level 40 is enough actually. So, oh, I should also make sure I upgrade her skills as well.
一生懸命頑張りました。
Yep, so first let's buy all our skills just to be safe. Wind sphere? Is that that is projectile? What the heck? Conjures a wind spear in the palm to attack. Reduce the speed of the enemy hit by 10%. Set to green. Restore HP by 3% of damage dealt. That's not bad. Any amount of self-sufficiency is really, really good. Drop a light casing. Stun the target on hit. I don't like this heal, so I'm going to switch it out. Skill cooldown, this one's important. And I don't have enough skill points to do anything else. That's fine. Can I, let's see. I'm pretty sure I have skill points that I can feed her. I do. Yeah, let's feed her some skill points. Oh, Asuka's maxed out? Oh, I need to fix that. Why is Asuka maxed out? Asuka, there she is. Why does she have maxed out skill points? There you go. Fixed.
少しさあ号令をかけてくれ準備はできている
Alright, this should be a lot easier now. Yeah, I can use that. That combo under is not a good one in my opinion. Especially because like Mari seems very, very... Hey Zydo, how's it going? Ow. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about Mari. I'm not really sure I like her. She's very cute, but she doesn't feel like very good compared to like other characters. She also feels like she gets hit out of her attacks way too easily. As you saw when I tried to do Terror Rapture. Or no, Splash Bang. Really? You think so? Well, I guess maybe I have to level her up. I guess you have to level her up first, which I'm probably going to do. I'm going to try to get her to at least 83 or 85 tonight. I'm not really feeling her right now, so. What are the builds that make her OP? Ow. I got the stun lock there. All blue? Okay. Because I'm right now using a pure red build, so I'll look up her skills to see what the blue build benefits from, or what benefits from the blue build. The issue I have is it could just be because my Mario is just like still being built up, so I don't have like the stats for the extra stats for it. Ow. Ow. At least have some healing. Ow. Oof. Does blue have a heal? This boss is tough. Holy moly. What the heck is this guy made out of? Ow. Oh, I'm dead. That is unfortunate. Alright, so let's see what the blue build does. So this is fire. Burns targets. And then I guess, oh, you can use this one for electric. Light is 1 debuff. Electric shield for 7 seconds. I wonder if electric shield is one of the reasons why she's busted. Oh, wind. Okay, so that would definitely help too. Okay, so this is the heal one, I'm guessing. Yeah, self-sufficiency. So if it's an all blue build, it's definitely got to be... Oh, this one, I see. Also this one. Binding Flash. Yeah, I wasn't really liking Blazing Flash, but... Drop ice and wind casings, freeze enemy on hit for 4 seconds, and reduce the speed by 10% for 5 seconds. Damn. Yeah, so I think based off of what I'm reading right here, it's probably Blazing Flash, Terra Seal. Is it Terra Seal? No, not Terra Seal. Blazing Flash, Terra Rupture, and Rock Strike. I'm guessing that's like the 3 seal combination. I guess if you can afford a 4th one, you'd probably run like Thunder Shoulder or something. Alright, Oh wait, can I send her again? No, I can't, not yet. Let's try this again. I guess the question is, what blue build would I use on her? I mean, my first instinct is to run an Akita, like some Akita, because she has the passive healing, but I think her stats are kind of low because she has like such a strong ability. So once I max out Kara's Cromwell's intimacy, I'm going to be switching to a green build to try that out and see what I can, how that feels. I'll do the blue build last because I might just end up staying with the blue build. But I'm probably not gonna be like a Mari player. I'm probably gonna stick to Rinko and White. Rinko, White, and Shiranui. I've been playing a lot of White recently because I've been trying to like just max out her stats and stuff. So because my Rinko's already maxed out in stats, and I think Shiranui is pretty close, but I could level her up too. So. The blue auto supporter, since blue does drop a variety of crystal stacking, both should be easy. Oh, that's a good point. Am I? Oh, I increased. No, I didn't increase volume of the game. Actually, the volume is at like -15. I need to move. I need to like find a position for the mic that's actually close to my face. It's just I can't block my camera either because, you know. Yeah. Yeah, my gain is on my mic is maxed out right now, so. Nope, no, 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 no! I don't want to die. Okay, cool. Oh, I wasn't expecting that second one, and I died. I gotta build her up more, unfortunately. Alright, I'll just use some skip tickets to get some more levels and skill points and stuff. Ooh, Kara's maxed out. Alright, cool. Nice, nice, nice. I can switch build now. But, before I do that, let's check out her CG. America. I'll read that at the end of stream. I'll read her bond event at the end of stream. Okay, so let's see, what do we do here? First, red. So let's save this, just in case I want to go back, revisit the red build. So what can we do for a green build? Oh wait, the blue idol. So the blue idol, I believe, is... I should have her. I'm pretty sure she's a welfare. Wait, is she a welfare? No, I don't think so. This might be good for Mari. This is just a flat plus 30%. That's actually pretty good. One beside Pirate Kirara. Oh yes, her. Oh, yeah. This is, yeah, this would be good. I mean, I guess I could do the blue, like, set up the blue build just for future's sake, but let's see, where's Lilum? Right here. Lilum. This one might not be bad. Decrease damage to swing staff around. So let's see. Earth Rupture, that's one I want. And then Serpent Rock Strike, I'll set that one here. Blazing Flash and Terra Rupture. So let's set this for the blue, my blue build, but I'm gonna do a green build first. Alright, so for a green build, what should I do for her? No, she's machine support. Assist and suppress, so she's definitely not gonna be good for Mari. Each time... Oh, did I not save it? Oh, thanks. Thanks. Alright, so for the green build, what should I do? Machine and human. That one might not be bad. So let's see, that's Lydia Beretta. New Year Hebiko. Increase damage by 12% or reduce damage taken by 12% at 10 seconds intervals. Has 50% chance of... She's not loaded up. I have to do that. What about Yachio? Time of 5 VR. Main quest increases damage against all enemies. I'm doing events, so that's gonna be useless. Damage taken of human type enemies by 30%. Tokiko maybe. Hoshino Mitsuki? Wait, just like the 4-star version? Torajiro. I know Torajiro. Torajiro should be right here. Ah, that's not bad. Let's level her up. Yeah, Hoshino, the green Hoshino Mitsuki is the New Year's version, and she's only she's suppress and assist. But Torajiro is a good one. Torajiro was a good call. Let's see. That's machine specific. Founding 3. I mean, I guess I could do Founding 3. Use damage taken for 1. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do this for my green build. And then let's save this as green. Green. Save. Oh wait, no. I need to switch the skills too. Fudge. Alright. Damage. Skill damage by 150. Oh, that's not bad. I'll take that. Let's put it in the first slot. Blazing Flash, drop a light hasten stun the target. Increase damage by 20%. Make it groggy. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I need level 81. So let's set Terra. Terra Rupture. I already had Terra Rupture, so I put that by accident. I figured the level 81 is for the green build. I'm gonna level 81 is skill is really good. 82xxxxx. Village of Taimanin. Oh, I think I read this already. Yeah, I read all this one. Alright, so this is going to be new. Gosha Academy was covered in a thick forest. The plants that grew had blocked the windows and cracked the floors, leaving no space for a person to escape. In a room full of silhouettes, there was Hanasaki Yozora and Yamato Suzune. Yozora is a nurse, I believe. She is the one with the orange hair. Yep, that's Yozora. And then Suzune, that's the girl with the hood, isn't she? No. At times like these, it's better to stay still. Hanazaki Yozora is a teacher who had been assigned to Gosha Academy as a student instructor. When she was little, her family was wiped out due to a demon attack. As the sole survivor of the attack, she had survived for months until an investigator from Gosha had arrived. She currently trains to become a teacher at Gosha Academy, serving as the advisor of the gardening club and engaging in suspicious tests. Ah yes, she's the one who gives you drugs. Yep, and Suzune is the one with the hood. I wouldn't mind if this girl became playable. I like her outfit. I like her outfit a lot. Yes, miss. Yamato Suzune is a Taimanin who weaponizes roses. Not only that, she's a highly skilled wood art user who can make trees grow and use them as spears, demonstrating exceptional adaptability and utilizing plans against her enemies. I feel like this is a typo. She's always experimenting with plants that she made, involving both student and teacher in the name of science to try and produce the best results. She's a troublemaker who at one point even tried to use the infamous demon doctor Kiryu Sabato as one of her test subjects. In short, they are both exceptional Taimanins. But because of their strong curiosity and lack of ethics, she's a hazard to those around her for conducting dangerous experiments purely for the sake of research. Recently, Yozora has been trying to make others take unauthorized tablet by claiming it's a supplement. And for pretty much the same reason, Suzune was given a restriction order for her experiments for trying to test her newly created plant species without any authorization. Those two, who were very similar in ideas and actions, were for some reason both wearing gas masks, and the room they were in was filled with suspicious chemical fumes in the air. And in the room were countless silhouettes of ninjas who had been transformed into monsters, appearing dazed. A monster transformation is when the genes of a monster approaches the cells of a human or an animal. This affects both mind and body, amplifying the physical abilities and aggression of the host. I see. Okay, so this is how it affects them. Without a confined space, this test would have been impossible. What a relief. Right? The two of them, fitting the nickname mad scientists of wood art that others called them, seemed more concerned with the results of their own experiment than the situation at Gosha Academy. Their expressions were hidden behind gas masks, but they were definitely examining the transformed ninjas in excitement. Fuma Hibiki, who had extraordinary hearing abilities, heard this and was in shock. Why are those mad scientists of wood art together? Fuma Hibiki, a Taimanin of the Fuma clan, is a distant relative of Fuma Kotaro, the captain of the task force. Long ago, when she was on the run after losing her parents at a young age, Gosha took her in, but the tragic incident left her traumatized, and from that day forth she began to distrust humans. But now, thanks to Fuma Kotaro's help, she is trying to overcome her trauma, is what she claims. I came back because I forgot my textbook in the classroom, and now I'm trapped thanks to all these plants. There they are. Hibiki was pale and was hiding. It was simple to run away from here, but she couldn't do that after witnessing their deeds and victims? Question mark? She was having a hard time dealing with humans in madness or mad scientist stuff because of her past trauma. Basically, she was scared to death of Yozora and Suzune. I'd be scared too. While she was hiding in fear, the two girls who seemed to try a new experiment or had a different motive were about to leave the classroom with the monster ninjas. No, Hibiki, you can't always run away. She tells herself and follows the monster ninjas to confront the culprits of this incident, the mad scientists of wood art. Hold it right there, you two. You better be ready to spill the beans. Oh, why you did this. On why you did this. After Hibiki confirmed that all the transformed ninjas and mad scientists were at the parking lot, she confidently yelled at them. However, their faces were covered and all the ninjas had a creepy look. Hibiki saw this one pale. To the ninjas, she was just another intruder. Murmuring in a voice devoid of any intellect, they reached their arms out for Hibiki. And Dragonfall is this. I like the axe kicks. I like the heel drop, like the heel slams. Those are. I've always loved those animations. I don't know why. I just do. They look so cool. The ninjas overpowered her in numbers, but Hibiki used her ninja art Mirage to take down the ninjas. Mirage is a ninja art that makes the enemies hallucinate when she makes eye contact, confusing her enemies and creating an opening for her. Without a proper functioning mind, they didn't have a clue of the effect, so it was easy to confuse them and neutralize them. I knew they weren't right in the head, but to bring in monsters, ninjas, unbelievable. No, that's not it. I think there's a misunderstanding, miss. As Hibiki pointed her sword at the masked duo, they replied without showing a single sign of panic, although it wasn't visible behind the mask. What? We've been doing research for some time to find a cure for this transformation. Yes, you know, this transformation happens when the cells invade the host, right? So we were wondering if they can recover through the smoke that affects the whole human body. Since the academy was closed today, we were going to experiment in an empty classroom when suddenly the plant started growing. Thankfully it was a confined area, so it didn't affect anything else. Hibiki was confused whether what they said was true or not as they both giggled. This is the first time hearing about this experiment. That's because we didn't tell anybody. If we did, we wouldn't have been able to conduct it. Do not trust these two women. Ah ha 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 ha. Yank. First of all, we've begun to get some results. The ninjas you just fought, they were a little slow, weren't they? When medicine is made into a gas and they inhale it, their thought process drastically slows down. So this is a typo right here. Yes, now that I think about it, I think they were. We have yet to see how it affects a healthy human being, but seeing how you were, there doesn't seem to be any problems. What? Does the gas affect you in some negative way? Hibiki quickly covered her mouth, but she had already inhaled quite the amount of gas. She should be alright, right? She's still that lively even after inhaling that much gas. Oh, and let's get a sample of your blood. When Yozora asked her excitedly, Hibiki slightly grimaced. They did become slow, but they did attack me, right? Like the zombies from some movie? That's because you screamed. I thought I gave them a lot of gas, so I led them straight to the parking lot to see their changes, but maybe it wasn't enough. I guess our next task is to figure out how much gas is exactly needed to neutralize them. Correct. If the effects wore off as soon as then left a confined space after inhaling that much gas, we can't use this outdoors. They need a better proofreader. This one isn't as bad as the last ones that I played, but there's typos. There's typos. They need better proofreading. The two girls didn't even look at Hibiki and continued to talk about their experiment. No matter how much she waited, they didn't seem to stop talking about their experiment, so Hibiki just interrupted them. FYI, those ninjas you took down, we made them. What? We grew plants into dummies to have similar traits as transformed humans so we could test performance of our reagents. Ta-da! As Susan and I talked, one of the ninjas dried up and turned into a bundle of vines. Eh? Huh? You guys made them? You guys have become that crazy? They're just wood art dummies that are made to look like human beings. Miss Hebe, come on, you're thinking too scary. That's not something I want to hear from you guys, you know? As Hibiki yelled, Yozora shrugged. We have research ethics too, you know? I'd like you to stop thinking of us as weirdos. Wait a second. When Yozora said that, Hibiki frowned and glared at her. A person with research ethics doesn't conduct any human experiments, nor do they make other students take suspicious medicine. We just wanted to see the metabolic capabilities of a young Taimanin body. You've got to be kidding me. So why did you conduct such a dangerous experiment in the academy? Could you have done this in a safer environment, like a quarantine laboratory? The two girls cocked their head at her question. I don't understand the point of your question. Is it not allowed? No? What are you nodding at, trainee instructor? I've held back quite a bit, you know. At first I was thinking of releasing it across the whole village, but I figured it would be way too much trouble for everyone. But thankfully we tested it in a confined space and found out the effects were off outdoors, so it's a good thing we tested it in the academy. Isn't this called a blessing in disguise? Doing this in the academy itself is a lot of trouble already. Tired of arguing, Hibiki takes a deep breath. The two looked at each other with puzzled expression as if they truly couldn't understand. Is there a problem? Are they serious? Hibiki boiled at the words, tone, and attitude. That's why you two are called mad scientists. However, there was no way for Hibiki's desperate shouts to leave the academy that was covered in green. So the green character for this event is... I don't know who. I think it's Saika, isn't it? I think Saika is a green character. I think she's an assist. I think Shishui is protect. No, she's suppress. Wait, no, it's Spinel. Where's Spinel? Pretty sure Spinel's suppressed too, isn't she? Yeah, she's suppressed. Okay, so I guess they don't do it that way. That's fine. They're looking to support his equip, not the characters. I know, but I thought they would like plan ahead that far, but then again it would be kind of weird because I think there's kind of like a skewed amount of protect, suppress, and assist characters. Also, I kind of feel like well, I mean, I guess they made it for like purely mechanical purposes, unless canonical or like what makes sense. Because I think Rinko is an assist character, but she has no like assist abilities, aside from maybe like the black hole. I forgot what it's called. The spatial rend, I think. I think it's spatial rend. When she extreme dodges, she creates like a black hole. I'm pretty sure it's called Spatial Rend. Spatial Rift. I got close. I think this is like her only assist ability. And she is an assist character, so. Yeah.
どんな格好だろうと任務に支障はない。
Oh wait, what'd you say?
どんな格好だろうと任務に支障はない。
Ah.
どんな格好だろう
Let's
と
put her back in her
任務に支
original
障は
outfit.
ない
I haven't seen her in her original outfit for a very long time. Actually, I'm gonna put everyone back in their like default outfits because I kind of want. There's something I kind of want to do with them in their default
似合って
outfits,
いる
but
かしら。
that will be sometime later down the line.
どう？やっぱりなんでもない。 こちらのお洋服の方がお好みですか？
Alright, so let's just put them in their defaults for now. And then let's do, nice. I guess after I finish this one, I'm gonna switch to the blue build and test out the blue build. Because the green build needs a level 81 skill, and I'm indicating that right now, because I can't use it. That skill is cool though, where she like heel slams the ground and creates giant snakes. Alright, so let's go to make the protect build. So let's see. Load this. I'm surprised that they gave Mari a bunny girl outfit with pasties. I'm very surprised at that. Oh crap, no, I don't want to skip that. Oh, that one just goes straight for the boss, okay. I just want to skip that first section because that first section is just a repeat of what I've already read out. Alright. Yeah, Hibiko has pasties too, and that was surprising too, because I don't think she's the type of girl to wear pasties. I feel like she's definitely gonna be like a bra girl, but you know. I'm not sure who I would want as like the next character, like Mari. I like that they finally added Mari. It took them long enough. I thought Mari was going to be added in much earlier because she was like one of the first bosses as an event boss. But then it's just like, oh, not 40 characters, 43 characters in, and now we finally got Mari. I don't know who I would want next though. I mean, I think there's like some obvious choices you could do, like Snake Lady or that's a good question. Who would I put in? I mean, I guess like the meme choices would be like Shinohara or Homari now, because they're guys and all. But I don't think they'd put in male characters in this. Yanagi Yuno would be fun, I think. Yeah, definitely better late than never. A black-haired girl wearing a Taimanin suit was standing in Gosha Academy, now all covered in green. Her name is Kiryu Karuko, the one and only worst troublemaker in Gosha. I was about to say Japan. She frequently skips classes to set up traps in the mountain behind Gosha village where she pulls pranks on any students or teachers who come after her. If she's still in class, she sleeps in the middle of a lecture or casually disrupts the class environment for fun, even while class is still in session. Igawa Sakia. Oh yeah, you know, they could add Igawa Sakia. They could add Sakia, that's true. Whoa. Kaoruko is now watching at the Green Gosha Academy with glistening eyes. I've always wanted to do this. There's no remorse or guilt in her sentence, and only the glee of a child who is satisfied by the results. Of course, she probably wasn't thinking of all the problems this would cause. Now, wood art covers the entire Gosha Academy, symbol of Taimanin. Maybe this would go up in history? In a bad way, of course, but she didn't care. A wise man once said that infamous is better than unfamous. Finally found you. As Kaoruko was fascinated by her actions that would go down in history, a few minutes later, Kamiki Suzune arrived, chasing her. She was part of the Kamiki clan, protecting the divine tree, and uses a ninja art that manipulated the life energy of the forest. Amongst all the wood art troublemakers, she's one of the ones with some common sense, which made her stand out, and is now known as the last conscience of wood art. There are no classes or supplementary classes today. Night, Phoenix. But seeing Kaoruko heading toward the academy, Suzune followed her with suspicion. Her foreboding came to life, and Gosha Academy was covered in green plants. What the hell is this? Look, it's my wood art. The suspect is confessing with a smile. She had a bad feeling, but seeing her school wrapped in greenery, and to make matters worse... She had a bad feeling, but seeing her school wrapped in greenery, and to make matters worse, the corporal was not only refusing to flee, but delighting in the situation, gave Suzune a headache. I had a bad hunch with this, and the after effects. Did you really do this, Ms. Kaoruko? Yep, that's what I'm telling you. All the people in Gosha Academy would be thinking of me now. Now's not the time for this, you know? What are you going to do with this? I don't know, maybe use it as a new Gosha Academy? That's impossible. Anyways, turn it back. Suzune was shouting in a strong tone for once, but Kaoruko didn't give in. She is the worst troublemaker in Gosha. She was used to scoldings, and her infamous reputation alerted every Taimanin in Gosha. Of course, she was used to being scolded by teachers, so Suzune's anger was nothing to her. No can do. I want to show this piece of art to more people. Kaoruko snapped her fingers as she finished her sentence. What? With that, ninja beasts and drones revealed themselves from the green shadows and building cracks made by the trees. I already called for backup in case of Gosha's public security team or teachers show up. Even if you are an academy student, how are you in control of these beasts and drones? Didn't you have your drone access authorization deleted? I always sneak up the mountain. I got friendly with the ninja beast. As for the drones, I just fidgeted around and seemed to have gotten a temporary command code or something. Just by doing that, Suzune wrapped her hands around her head as she felt her headache, but Kaoruko didn't stop. Sometimes these beasts need a taste of civilization too. She even spat out lines like an evil demon. She would have been wanting to try it out. Come on, doing these acts always makes us hear the words, wood art users are all troublemakers. Suzune was the quiet, peaceful type like a noble lady. When she screamed, Kaoruko smirked and sent out the beasts and drones. It's just a bear, isn't it? Just a bear, boss? Yep, it's just a ninja bear. Suzune's ninja art regress art can gather the life energy. Oh crap! Gather the life energy of the forest to heal or detect anything unnatural. This isn't limited to things in nature, but it was an outstanding ability amongst wood art ninjas. Was Suzune this good at fighting? Kaoruko thought she had the upper hand because she always ran through the mountains and fought teachers, giving her more stamina and experience. But clashing against her, she felt like she couldn't win her wood art. The most important factor in fighting, and she was running. Ninja art, Yamanba art. As Kaoruko shouted, the plants reacted to her wood art growing rapidly. Her wood art accelerates plant growth and controls them, capable of covering the entire town if the user has the powers. But she only used it to make traps, and she wasn't used to the controlling plants part. There. Ouch. Even if Kaoruko hid with Yamanba and changed direction, Suzune always figured her position out using regress art. As she threw a blunt kunai between her escape routes, Kaoruko screamed as she got hit. Your plant growing abilities came back at you. Thanks to you, the plants around here are all brimming with life. It's more difficult to find a civilian with normal particles now. What's that supposed to mean? The more I use my ninja art, the easier it is for you to find me? In reality, every time Kaoruko grew a plant with a ninja art, Suzune, who can sense life energy, had easier chances to differentiate between brimming life and still life. Oh, I see. Okay. If she doesn't use Yamanba, then she would still be able to see her with her bare eyes. Without any means to run or hide, Kaoruko was just a brat. Was being cornered. Got you. Wow, the almighty me caught this easily. Kaoruko was confident running away, but she picked the wrong opponent. Kamiki, Suzune's family, who had cared for the divine tree for generations, could also be considered specialists at fighting wood art ninjas. That's that, but why did you do such a reckless thing? If you get caught by a teacher, especially Headmistress Asagi, you won't be off the hook with just a scolding. Suzune tied Kaoruko with a rope instead of tree root just in case she tried to run away. It's just I woke up in the morning, I thought I'd feel good if I covered all of Gosha Academy with plants. So basically she just woke up and chose violence. Or pranking, rather. What? I mean, you know the feeling that you get sometimes you wake up in the morning, you have a craving for Inagaya's wagashi, you know? Kaoruko seemed to casually talk about her reasons and not try to hide anything, which means she meant it. Are you being serious? For that reason? You're such a... Suzune was baffled at her reasons, then breathed in deeply while frowning and yelled at Kaoruko, which reached the mountains and beyond. Alright, we're almost done with this event. I just need to get a single weapon and I can do the epilogue, I'm pretty sure. And then I'll farm it the rest of it over the week. Igawasaki might be a fun one. I'm not sure how... Well, would they change her? No, she's dual blades, right? I think Igawasaki is dual blades according to her, like, Chris supporter art. She's blue, I believe. Yeah, she's right here. Oh, she's a sword and a gun, yeah. That might actually be pretty interesting. I would like to see this. Yeah, I think Sakuyo would be a good addition to the game. I'm wondering who else would be, like, cool to add to the game. I mean, I know a lot of people are pining for adult Yukikaze. I think adult Yukikaze would be cool. Yeah, she is, Sakuya. She might get shafted though, because she always does. This is Shirayuki. Where's Shirayuki? Shirayuki's green, isn't she? Hang on, I think I can slim this down. No, I think she might be red actually, now that I think about it. No? Huh. Could have sworn she was an early one. Okay, so let's filter to yours, so that way I can take out some of the fluff. Wait, was she really? I could have sworn that Shirayuki was like an early edition. I'm just blind, aren't I? Oh, she's right here. Yeah, she is red. Oh, okay, so I thought she was... Okay, so... Yeah, she's censored over here. in like this menu, but she's not censored in like the actual art, which is kind of funny.
さあ、号令をかけてくれ。準備はできている。
I do wonder who the next character will be, though. That'll be interesting. But it's gonna be a few months, isn't it? Before they like add a new character. So I guess we'll see. I am glad they added white, though. I'm so happy that they added white. Wait, did I freeze that frog in there? What the heck? Oh, I took too many hits. Fudge. Okay. That's fine. I'll do it again. I wonder if I should just focus on the boss. Yep, I think that's a strat. Yeah, getting all those boss really does damage. Okay, so can I buy one of the weapons already? No, I have to buy the crystals first. How many big crystals do I need? 50? Do I have enough for the brute force? I do. Hibiki, Suzune, and Yuna, who respectively took down wood artists in 3 different spots, met at the front gate, and it was then they realized all 3 of them were here. Yanagi Yuna would be a pretty cool one, but I think she might be too similar to Mari now that Mari is released. Oh, Miss Hibiki, Yuna, you guys were here too? The 3 of them were surprised to see each other. Hibiki and Suzune were with the troublemakers and Yuna was with the victims, question mark? Oh no. Oops. Well, that's... Kotane was the only one who got swept away with this situation, but soon realized who did what today. I'm just a victim here who happened to be caught up with the situation. Oh, you're overreacting. Besides, you have to admit that people kind of have an impression that wood artists are troublesome. Could you leave me out of this? Oh no, I didn't mean by that. That's a typo. Or not a typo, but grammar error. Yeah, I'm sorry. As Yuna apologized right away, Suzune smiled bitterly. No, it was more like her lips twitched. Anyways, I didn't know you were here. Tell me about it. If I had known, I would have used you two for a feint operation. Nothing we can do now. It's inevitable to postpone the next test indefinitely now that this happened. Shoot, what a mess. How about we do all the things that might be banned from now on? You mad scientist, what are you talking about? How was my wood art? Yamanba no Jutsu. It was quite amazing, wasn't it? You did this all by yourself? I mean, no, it was normally amazing. Next time you do this, sign me up, will you? You are not reflecting in yourself, Miss Kaoruko. Don't make an appointment on this. My. After everyone made a fuss, suddenly Hibiki raised her hand. Alright, just shut up. So who covered the academy with all these vines? Hibiki's remark brought silence, but the troublemakers all tilted their heads. I don't know, I only used Yamanba to pull some pranks on plants in the academy garden, then plants I've never seen grew out of nowhere. The garden? Oh, right, I totally forgot. Weren't they under the window of the lab? I sowed some seeds I made thinking they would be helpful in some time, but they didn't grow that big. Photonics, that was her. Under the lab, speaking of which, Season 8, do you remember the liquid that was the byproduct of the drug we made? Where did you throw it? Out the window. I thought it would be a problem if I poured it into the sink. I thought no one would notice after it soaked into the ground. Upon hearing it, he became the other's others' faces were all scrunched up. In other words, the mad scientists and the troublemakers turned out to have cooperated coincidentally. What a coincidence. This is a nice truthful remark echoed in the area. That is quite a ridiculous coincidence. That's amazing. That's the funniest coincidence I've ever seen. Isn't it awesome that the prank is connected to the past and the present? She's angry. No, it's not at all. What are you going to do about it? I mean, I didn't know it would be such a big deal. What a bunch of fools. That's exactly why you guys are called troublemakers. Hibiki's furious voice echoed and was about to disappear. At that moment, the Taimanin girls with great hearing ability heard footsteps approaching them from a distance. As students of Gosho Academy, they soon realized whose steps they were and became pale. She was going to be out of town for business today. The footsteps were slow, but loud, as if the owner of the footsteps wanted them to hear it. They could hear the sound even from the other side of the green wall. As the footsteps of the almighty Taimanin could be heard, the four wood artists tried to run away, but gave up quickly and became docile. They're all idiots. Let's see, skills, let's not critical rate, let's do skill damage. And let's farm some more. I like Mario's Taimanin suit. Very cute. Yeah, a big way to just win this mission pretty easily is just go straight for the bear and focus it down. I'm not sure who I'd want at next. Yeah, I think blue is definitely it. With Rupture, you will have a self-sustain, so you have like active self-sustain. Unlike Rinko, who doesn't. I think Rinko might be the only character in the game who doesn't have possible self-sustain. Wait, is she? No, I think maybe Ingrid. According to next cycle, we should be getting a renewal next. Yeah. Who needs a renewal though? She does? Maybe the build that I have, because I use a blue build. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't use this skill, because I'm using Meteor Impact, that's why. Because Meteor Impact is just like big damage. So, yeah, so I completely forgot about this skill because it uses the same input as Meteor Impact. And yeah, that's her only heal, looks like. I could have sworn there was a character who doesn't have... Was it Ingrid, maybe? Yeah, it looks like Ingrid doesn't have Asuka. Speed. Cooldown. Ingrid doesn't have a heal too. I wouldn't be surprised if Asuka doesn't have a heal. Yeah, she doesn't have heal either. You're right. Yeah, I think my Asuka build is just speed. Max out speed. Increase speed. Increase speed. And extra damage. Because this one's gives her projectiles. That is true. So I'm guessing your like wishlist character is Igawa Sakia. Like that's the next character you want. Like if you could snap your fingers and like put choose the next character, who would it be? Zaida? Her Nigawa and Amala should be enough to give her a spotlight. She's also like in the story, so I feel like she's a good character to put in. I mean, of course, like she's like I would say she's a good character to put in, but is she like in your top spot for like who you would put in next? If it were up to you, obviously. I mean, obviously, like neither of us are going to be picking it, but. You like Sora better. I mean, that's understandable. Sora's cuter, honestly. But I mean, Sora's already in the game, so it's not like you can just add her to the game again. I mean, Saki would be an interesting addition. She's sword and gun. I wonder who else could like benefit from that. That bear kept trying to get away from me. I had to chase it down. That sucks. I think I see why people like the blue build. It's definitely much easier to use. It's definitely much easier to use than the red or the green build. And I think the green build, you need the level 81 skill. But, I mean, I guess I could try it out if I get her to, once I get her to level 81. Oh, wow. Whoa. Yeah, I can just blow them away now. Just a few minutes of grinding and now I just blow everything away with Mari. This is what an account that's been playing since release, almost release. I think I started like a week after release or something. I don't remember when I first started playing. I missed a few days here and there, which is unfortunate, but oh, I'm about to get a commander level up too, so that's gonna be some free AP. That's nice. Ow! I think I need to level up some more. Oh, no, I'm good at skills. I should level up after this, commander level up, and then that's more free AP. Wait, she says Zangeki? Hang on. Go. Okay. Standard reward. Oh, yeah. Rank pass. Ow. Oh, come on.
り切っちゃいますよ。じゃ感激。やりましたね、風磨くん。いや。
And I can ascend her again to 70.
一生懸命頑張りました。張り切っちゃいますよ。うふん。じゃ感激。やっとビューハ。やりましたね、風磨くん。いや。
What's the email about? Oh. Nothing important. That event took a little bit longer than I expected, like all the reading. Even though I think it's about the same length as let's do the other events. I don't think I did an event for I think what happened is when White came out, I was able to just do dailies nonstop and then skip ticket. I had like a boon skip ticket, so I was able to just skip ticket my way to victory. So let's see here. I got more than enough protect gems. Yep, this one's all cleared out, so I have to do green and red now. Alright, since I said I was going to do it, I'm going to read the story for Karakrama Western, what's Wild West? Karakrama? All the way at the bottom. Oh my, what a surprise running into you here, boy. I gave you 5 tickets last time. Yeah, well, I think this was like the old format where you had to like farm the, farm it, and then they recently changed to, the 5 tickets. Demon, the queen of vampires who rose to the throne and holds the esteemed title of Bloodlord, one of the 9 nobles who rule over the demon realm. Uncharacteristically friendly towards human for a vampire, she upholds the belief in dignified and controlled vampirism, seeking mutual respect and coexistence between vampires and humans. Let's see. Renowned for her overwhelming power even among vampires, she bears the title Bloodlord, one who commands blood itself. She is master of blood magic, capable of effortlessly defeating even the mightiest of foes. She appeared at the UFS event site, claiming it was for a bit of entertainment. For some reason, though, she appeared dressed as a Western gunslinger. No one could bring themselves to ask her why, but since she didn't cause any trouble, she simply enjoyed the event quietly and then left. In the end, what exactly was she there for? Chillin'. Somewhere in the UFS. This place was once an industrial complex. After it was shut down, it was repurposed as a training facility. Scorching heat year-round, dry air, and strong winds, the environment was deliberately engineered to resemble a harsh desert. The surroundings and facilities were far from well equipped, but because of that, it was an ideal location for training meant to acclimate people to extreme conditions. Currently, the Taimanin task force were conducting joint training exercises here with the UFS.
暑いな。タイマニンスーツはある程度の熱にも強いはずなんだが、やっぱり気候みたいな恒常的な暑さを完全には遮断できないか。それにスーツが守ってくれてるのは体だけで、頭部は丸出しだからな。タイマニンスーツはある程度の熱にも強いはずなんだが、やっぱり気候みたいな恒常的な暑さを完全には遮断できないか。それにスーツが守ってくれてるのは体だけで、頭部は丸出しだからな。日差しだけで頭の中まで焼けてしまいそうだ。
Several days had already passed since arriving at the UFS training grounds. What troubled Fuma's task force the most wasn't the food seasoning nor the weak water pressure in the showers, it was the heat. Relentless heat and its extreme temperature swings. During the day, the temperatures exceeded 40 degrees Celsius, yet at night they plunged to -10. 4 degrees Celsius? What was that? 40 degrees... Oh, dang it. 40 Celsius equals what in Fahrenheit? 104. That's not terrible. 104 Fahrenheit isn't bad. -10, that's below freezing. The conditions were so brutal that they felt intentionally designed to mimic desert climate, something even Taimanin suits couldn't fully negate. Yeah, tropical weather. Which of course made it perfect training for training aimed at operating under extreme conditions. Maybe the training's especially harsh this time. Maybe there's a major operation coming up. After finishing the day's drills, Fuma muttered to himself while reviewing the schedule in his room. Accepting missions as a Taimanin was only natural, but even continuous training as this grueling did take its toll, even on him.
さすがは浅木校長だな。ちゃんと訓練の合間にも休暇を入れてくれるなんて。
Well, maybe it's worse when it's a huge temperature swing, because 40 degrees Celsius to -10 at night, and it goes back to being 40. I mean, you never really get used to it. So I think that might be that could help, like, make it worse. This time there were scheduled breaks in between, for 3 days too.
いつもなら数日ずっと訓練漬けだけど、それだけ今回の訓練が過酷ってことでもあるんだよな。
Yeah, it's Norman desert locales. Today marked the halfway point of the program. The leave was meant to let them recharge, but at the same time it felt like a warning that the latter half would be just as intense, if not worse.
せっかく5社が出した資金で米連まで来たんだ。目いっぱい休暇を楽しませてもらうとしますか。
That's that, and this is this. With that mindset, Fuma pulled up nearby attractions on his mobile device. He'd already decided where to go. He'd been thinking about this break every night after training. Apparently there was a tourist spot not far from where they trained.
外国で見聞を広めるのも悪くないよな。観光スポットなら屋台とか食べ物屋とかもあるだろうし。
And the distance was manageable, more than enough to enjoy over the 3-day break. The advertisement boasting a Western-themed tourist attraction sounded refreshingly novel to Fuma, who usually operated in Japan.
さて、明日は目いっぱい羽を伸ばすぞ。
With thoughts on his of his brief respite, Fuma lay down on his bed. The moment he closed his eyes, sleep overtook him, and he rested deeply until dinner time, restoring his stamina. By the time Fuma arrived at the tourist area on the first day of the leave, the sun was already setting.
海外は日本と違って土地が広いとは知っていたが、5社の専用飛行機を使わないとこんなに時間がかかるのか。
Accustomed to traveling via private aircraft and vehicles during missions, Fuma was surprised to find that using public transportation had eaten up nearly an entire day.
一般との感覚がバグってんだな。気をつけねば。一般人と思考が違いすぎると潜入任務の時なんかでボロを出しちゃうからな。最近は任務ばかりで普通の生活から遠ざかりすぎたのかもしれない。
I do like how they give like a little warble to his voice, like his voiceover here, because it signifies that he's actually thinking and not speaking out loud.
そのことに気づけただけでも1日かけて移動した甲斐があったと思っておこう。
Thinking positively, Fuma dropped his luggage off at the inn and headed out toward the attraction he'd researched
例
beforehand.
年のイベントは夜間パレードとか派手なイメージだけど、ここはどうなんだろう。
The inn was located within the attraction grounds, so Fuma decided to explore on foot.
街の外で西部劇の名シーンを再現してるのか。結構偏僻な場所だと思っていたけど、客も結構多いんだな。騒ぎ方がザ・ベーレンって感じだ。
Everyone had popcorn or cola, cheering for heroes and booing villains. Clear-cut good versus evil, something the locals loved. There's nothing wrong with clear-cut good versus evil.
俺もポップコーン、いや、なんか腹にがっつり溜まるのが欲しいな。肉とかどこで買えるんだろう。
Thinking that, Fuma stepped back from the event and leaned against a nearby fence to scan the area.
イベントを遠巻きに眺めながら周囲を確認する。今の俺、極秘に夢中のプロみたいだったり。
Amused by his own thoughts, Fuma chuckled softly.
あら、珍しいところであったわね、少年。
え？
Caught off guard, Fuma let out a foolish-sounding reply. That reaction was less elite operative and more peace-addled civilian.
誰だ？
Who is she? It's unnatural. Fuma would think that way. The woman wore a cowgirl outfit, her hair a vivid silver, rare even in the UFS. Her features leaned western, yet possessed an otherworldly beauty. The flashy cowgirl attire clashed oddly with her aura, yet fit her voluptuous figure perfectly. I am looking respectfully. Cowgirls usually portrayed images of righteous or wild gun wielders, but this woman exuded something else entirely, outlaw-like, mysterious, dangerous.
どちら様でしょうか。
観光スポットにいるからかもしれないけど、平和ボケしすぎじゃないかしら。特務中隊の隊長殿。
俺のことを知っている？
Only then did Fuma look more closely, past the outfit and figure, and recognize her sharp gaze and unmistakable beauty.
まさかカーラ・クロムウェル？
ごめんと。その答えが出るまでに、もし私が敵としてこの場に立っていたら、10回は死んでるわね。
Fuma couldn't argue. If she had truly been hostile, he might have died 100 times already. Kara Cromwell, a high-ranking demon noble, also known as the Blood Lord. Though newly active in the human world and not yet influential there, her power was unquestionable. Despite her relatively friendly stance towards humans, she was considered a top priority threat to the Taimanins.
でも、 私の名は軽々に口にしないことね。どこに敵がいるかわからないから。
With that, Kara erased her presence so completely that even Fuma couldn't track her. Without warning, she moved, covering his mouth before he could react. Her beauty suddenly failed his vision, his heartbeat quickening despite himself.
じゃなくて、どうしてこんなところにいるんですか？
Oh, I skipped that.
じゃなくて、どうしてこんなところにいるんですか？まさかここで何かが起こる予定とか。
When Fuma asked cautiously, Kara let out a soft laugh.
落ち着きなさい少年。今の私は旅の魔術師。いえ、旅のガンマンなのよ。ちょっと隣いいかしら。
She stepped beside him, leaning against the
ガ
fence.
ンマン。ああ、いや、確かにそんな服装ではあるけど。
似合うでしょ。
Oh yeah, it suits her.
ええ、まあ、あなたなら何を着ても似合いそうですが。
He meant that, and sensing that, Kara shrugs.
からかいがいのない性格ね。
まあ、そういう性格ですからね。
Well, it's just how I am. Oh.
それに、あなたが相手だと緊張してしまうのも仕方ないでしょ。
そんなに緊張しなくていいわよ。高血鏡としての仕事の途中、偶然通りすがったこの観光スポットで少し休むことにしただけだから。
どこまで。
But questioning her here would be pointless. Besides, Fuma was on leave now. In a sense, he's just an ordinary man. If things turn hostile, he wouldn't stand a chance.
ちなみにこの衣装はここで貸してくれてるんだけど、気に入って買ってしまったの。
Understandable. Have a nice day.
衣装を売ってるんですか？家族へのお土産に一着くらい買っていくのもいいかな。
あなたも好きね。
好きっていうか、旅行先でのお土産としては普通だと思うんですが。それにしてもその格好楽しみすぎじゃありませんか？
あら、そんな隊長さんもイベントを楽しんでいるんじゃないの？
He couldn't deny it. After all, he wasn't wearing his Taimanin suit, just plain tourist clothes. One bullet would be enough to incapacitate him.
それに名前のない町に危険な雰囲気をまとうアウトローが現れて風を巻き起こす。それが西部劇の流儀でしょ。
この人の場合、巻き起こすのは風じゃなくて嵐だろう。
Did I skip something? Oh, yeah, he swallowed the thought. It was accurate, and she'd probably enjoy hearing it, but pleasing a powerful demon unnecessarily didn't feel wise.
そういえば隊長さんはどうしてこんな場所で遊んでいるのかしら。
There was a probing intent in her
も
words.
しかしたら特務中隊が高血鏡の仕事ってのに関わってるとか誤解してるのか。
But he couldn't explain anything about the joint training to an outsider.
まあこっちもいろいろありまして、とにかく俺は今このイベントを楽しみたいなーって気持ちだけですよ。心の底から。
あらまあ、まだ若いのにもうそんなに内緒事が多いなんて大変だね。
本心なんだよなって余計に疑われるだけか。
Leaving abruptly would only raise more suspicion. Not being able to tell the truth was, in itself, a kind of secret.
いくらカーラ・クロムウェルが人間に友好的な魔族だとしても、魔界の強者、高血狂であることに変わりはない。
They forgot the parentheses here.
そんな強者がこうして人間界の街でおとなしくしていても、人間からすれば街中に爆弾が置かれてるみたいなものなんだよな。
There was no one here who could handle that bomb. Fumiko Taro knew his limits. The correct course of action was simple. Don't provoke her.
こんな近くに私がいても尻尾を出さないのね。抜け目のないその胆力はどうりであいつが目障りに思うわけだ。
あいつ？
こっちの話よ。
She's probably talking about Edwin Black. I also didn't notice, but did she change her expression? Yeah, she did. Her mouth is closed now.
仲間か。けど周囲に魔族の気配はない。俺が気づけないレベルの手だれかもしれないけど。
まあ、あなたも私もいろいろ大変だねということよ。けどこれはこれで悪くないわ。
そうですか。俺はイベントを楽しんでうまいものを食べて平和に過ごしたいだけで、危険はこりごりなんですが。
そんなの私だって同じよ。やっぱりあなたも私もいろいろ大変ね。自分が求めるものとは程遠い生活しかできないのだから。
勘弁してくださいよ。
Fuma shrugged, speaking from the heart. And somehow he felt that Kara's words were honest too.
タイマニンと魔族という違いはあっても、平和なんてそう簡単に手に入らないってのは同意するかな。
After watching people for a while longer, Kara finally straightened
では
up.
残りは私の分も楽しんでちょうだい。あの子たちを待たせるわけにはいかないからね。
With that, she turned away, the conversation ending as abruptly as
ま
began.
たね、特務中隊の隊長さん。
Her figure vanished into the crowd enjoying the event. Her back looked faintly sad, yet not lonely in the slightest. The time of Kara Cromwell ended, and she returned to being the Blood Lord. Both were her, and she took pride in that fact. Pitying her would be a fatal mistake, as it would mean he wouldn't have to say goodbye to his head.
いろいろ大変な生活を楽しんでくださいよ。俺もそれなりに楽しませてもらいますんで。
As Fuma spoke to her unseen back, he thought he heard Kara laugh softly, somewhere.
このイベントをただ楽しんでいたんだろうな。俺、単に訓練の合間に出てきただけだけど、静かな時間を邪魔して悪かったかもしれない。
Well, that's that, and this is
それ
this.
じゃあ、俺もイベントを楽しむとしますか。
With that, Fuma disappeared into the crowd, joining the flow of people celebrating the night. Yeah, that's a cute story. I like that one. Alright, that's time. So, we're done for today, and it's going to be Castlevania Lords of Shadows tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can find someone to raid. Let's see what we got. Who is here? Who is still around? Who's still streaming? We got Rinny Poo, looks like. Alright, take it easy everyone. Castlevania Lords of Shadow tomorrow, and see you later.